The Asus ROG Phone 3 is a powerhouse in terms of gaming, but the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra from Samsung packs the same performance in a much classier build, yet a more expensive price tag. However, they both come paired with very similar specifications on paper. They both have Qualcomm's latest and greatest Snapdragon 865 Plus processing chip, they both have 12 gigs of LPDDR5 RAM, and they both have the same UFS 3.1 storage. We have updated both phones to their latest available Android 10 update, and we're going to be using the 144Hz on the ROG and 120 on the Note 20 Ultra, and we're going to drop the screen resolution on the Note 20 to Full HD Plus since it can't do QHD and 120Hz at the same time. We're using OptiFlex in order to boost performance on the ROG as well as X mode, and we're using high performance mode on the Samsung. We're going to leave animations enabled on both devices over here due to recent requests on my channel. Round 1 will be all about boot, fingerprint, and face unlock. Round 2 will be all about initial opening app speed, and round 3 will be all about RAM management. We're using my fingers over here to keep things accurate. We're going to pop GoPro footage at the bottom left hand corner. This is TechNick, and without further ado, let's go. We're going to start here with a simple boot in round 1 to see which one can get into the phone faster. I sped it up 13.5 seconds for the ROG phone as opposed to a crazy 21 seconds on the Samsung. Getting the ROG phone, it's a first point in round 1. Going into the actual devices themselves so that we can refresh the app icons, which one will get it quicker? The ROG phone gets its second point in round 1, and the Samsung took a hell of a long time to get to that same stage. We're testing the optical fingerprint sensor on the ROG phone to the ultrasonic one on the Samsung. The Samsung was quicker the first time round, it was too close to call the second time round, and the ROG Phone 3 was quicker the third time round, so neither of them got allocated a point over here. Now we're testing out the 2D facial recognition systems on both devices. The ROG Phone 3 was quicker the first time, it will be slightly quicker the second time, and it is once again slightly quicker the third time, getting it its third and final points in round 1. Making sure that all the apps are cleared in the background as well as being hooked up to the same Wi-Fi network and maximum brightness. We'll be jumping into our first system app here, in the camera app. Going into it, the Samsung actually opened it up quicker, but the ROG phone loaded the page quicker, so no point was allocated. The ROG phone actually flipped to the selfie cam quicker and took the snap quicker, getting its second point in round 2. Going into the gallery app, the ROG phone was quicker, and going into the actual photo that we just took, it was too close to call. Next system app is calculator, once again too close to call over here. And the next system app that we'll be diving into now will indeed be the phone app. Jumping into the phone app over here, the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra was slightly quicker, getting it its first point in round 2, and opening up settings, the last system app over here, it was too close to call. Going into Speed Check Pro and Internet Speed Test, the Samsung opened it up quicker. We're not going to be focusing on download upload speeds per se, but more so how long it actually takes to do the test. 21.5 seconds for the ROG Phone 3 as opposed to 22 seconds for the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, getting the ROG Phone 3 its fourth point in round 2, now double the points to that of the Note 20 Ultra. Next non-system app over here is indeed Spotify, and going into it, the Note 20 Ultra was the clear winner, now closing the gap between it and the ROG phone with 3 points as opposed to 4. Going into Photoshop Express, it was too close to call. They both landed up finishing their loading times at the same time, but going into the actual picture, the ROG phone was quicker, and sending it to gallery with their UFS 3.1 storage, it was too close to call. Going into Adobe Rush, a video editing app, the Note 20 Ultra was slightly quicker, but opening up the project, the ROG phone 3 was quicker. Now we're going to go ahead and export this 4K 25 frames per second file. We're going to compress it down to 1080p, match the frame rate of 25 FPS, and we're going to speed things up at the bottom right hand corner by 200% to see which one can get there first, and it is indeed allocated to the Note 20 Ultra with 11 seconds as opposed to a crazy 18 seconds on the ROG Phone 3, even though they're using the same UFS 3.1 storage. Very interesting there, now just 1 point difference between the two devices, though the ROG phone now pulls ahead again with 7 points as opposed to 5 on the Samsung when opening Astral VPN. Since we need a VPN here in China, they both turn them on at the same time, and going into Facebook, the first app that we need a VPN for, the Note 20 Ultra grabs that. It also grabs the point when going into Instagram, now making it 7 points apiece. It was too close to call when going into Twitter, and the next app that we have is indeed YouTube. The Note 20 Ultra opens it up quicker and loads the entire page quicker, getting it its 8th point in round 2. Now we're going to shoot over to my channel over here, and going into my channel, the ROG Phone 3 loaded the page quicker, so now 8 points apiece once again. Going into an actual video of mine, they both played the video at the same time, though the Note 20 Ultra Ultra loaded the entire page quicker, getting it its 9th point, now finally pulling ahead of the ROG Phone 3 over here. Going into our next app, which is indeed Netflix, the Note 20 Ultra opened it up quicker. However, the ROG Phone 3 opened up my profile slightly faster than the Note 20 Ultra. And our last row of apps here, we're going to start with Google Chrome, which the ROG Phone 3 opens up quicker. And the first game are 4 Subway Surfers. Let's see which one can do it. We're currently on 10 points apiece with the same Snapdragon 865 Plus powered smartphones over here. And going into our first game, it is no surprise that the gaming-centric ROG Phone 3 opened it up a tad quicker, but I must add it really was a tad quicker than that of the Note 20 Ultra, so it pulls ahead again now with 11 points. Going into a flip diving, however, it was too close to call between the two devices over here. Very interesting over there. I haven't had that happen in a while, so just 1 point different between the two phones. Going into Temple Run 2, I sped it up, slowed it back down, and the ROG Phone 3 was marginally faster over there, now getting it its 12th point in round 2 as opposed to 10 on the Note 20 Ultra, which cost quite a bit more. Going into our last game over here being PUBG Mobile, the new era update, the ROG Phone 3 does it in 14.5 seconds as opposed to 2 seconds slower on the Note 20 Ultra with 16.5 seconds, wrapping up round 2 with 13 points on the ROG as opposed to 10 on the more expensive Note 20 Ultra. We're testing out RAM management here. We have 12 gigs of RAM on both devices and LPDDR5 RAM on both devices over here, and they have no problem keeping these 20 apps open in the background. That is why no points have been allocated. For a point to be allocated, one phone needs to keep it open and the other phone needs to kill it in order to win a point over there, and that hasn't happened. They've kept all these apps open, so 0 points on both devices for round 3. Total score here 16 for the ROG Phone 3 as opposed to 10 on the Note 20 Ultra. But if we focus on just raw performance, that is being round 2 over there, 13 points for the ROG as opposed to 10 on the Note 20 Ultra. It's much of a muchness. It comes down to personal preference and which one you think looks better. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I did making it. This is TechNick, and I'll see you in the next one.